Tottenham are spending big at the back as we are interested in RB Leipzig and Croatia international Josko Gvardiol, and also interested in Giorgio Scalvini. Spurs are ready to strike a deal for Ecuador and Bayer Leverkusen centre-back PORRO. And a deal is very close for Sporting Lisbon player Pedro Porro. And Tottenham are interested in World Cup runner-up and Juventus midfielder Adrian Rabiot. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today the transfer videos are back. And first of all, Merry Christmas. Yes, it is Christmas Day. I just want to wish all of you watching this video a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But yeah, the transfer videos are back, so make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Okay, then let's get into this video. Let's kick off the video by speaking about Bayer Leverkusen and Ecuador defender Piero Hincapié. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano and Sky Sports, Tottenham are linked with Piero Hincapié and could be signed for around £26.2 million. And also Tottenham are one of the clubs that have scouted the Ecuadorian centre-back. Now, obviously, I did watch of Ecuador's. No, I watched three. I watched all three of Ecuador's group matches. I watched the game against Qatar. I watched the game against the Netherlands, and I watched them against Senegal as well. Hincapié, he looks like a decent defender. Watching him at the World Cup for Ecuador, but I haven't seen him playing for Bayer Leverkusen. You never know; he could be very good for his country and maybe very bad for Leverkusen. I don't know, but looking at the clips I've seen on YouTube, he looks a decent centre half. Would I take him at Tottenham? I probably would, to be fair. You know, I think 26 million. I think it's a fair offer. You know, but you know, I'm sure Leverkusen will want to keep him. I don't know how long he has been there for, but we can find out now. Well, Hincapié has been at Leverkusen since August of 2021, so he's been there for nearly a year. So I don't think Leverkusen want to sell him, because he hasn't been at Bayer Leverkusen for a whole year yet. So I'm sure Leverkusen want to keep him, but our defence isn't that great, and I know we are interested in quite a few defenders, centre halves in particular. So I would take Hincapié. You know, looks decent, so I'll take him. Okay, then let's move on to Sporting Lisbon player Pedro Porro. Now, according to Dario AS, Tottenham have opened negotiations with Sporting Lisbon. Spurs are ready to submit a 26 million bid for Pedro Porro. Now, if you remember, I went to Tottenham versus Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League. Did Pedro Porro play that game? I'll find out quickly. Where is it? There it is. Tottenham Sporting. Did Porro play? Yeah, he did. Pedro Porro did actually play. I don't really remember the game, but looking at the stats, he looks like he did okay. 67% accurate passes, which is decent. One big chance created. One big chance. So one chance created, one big chance created, 2 shots, 50% shot accuracy, 67 touches, 67% success dribbles. Passes into the final third, 6. So he looks like a player who can, and also he likes it. He likes a cheeky nutmeg, because I have seen him do cheeky nutmegs on the clips I've seen of Pedro Porro. Again, he can. Well, looking where he plays, he can play right mid, and he can actually play right back as well. And to be fair, Emerson Royale, he is absolutely awful. So if Porro doesn't mind playing right back, that would mean a lot to us. You know, he is young. He's 23. Obviously, he's been at Sporting since June of this year, and he actually was at Manchester City. He actually was at Manchester City from August 2019 to August 2019. He didn't even play one game for Man City. I don't know why, but he went to Real Valladolid on loan, and then he went to Sporting on loan from August 2020 to June of 2022. I think it was, I don't know where he was on loan from. I think he might have been on loan from Girona, I think, or Man City, I don't know. But for Sporting, when he was on loan from 2020, he made 72 appearances, scoring 9 goals. And obviously Sporting have signed Pedro Porro on the permanent in June, in the summer transfer window. and he's made 20 appearances and he's scored 2 goals. So in total, he's made 92 appearances and he's scored 11 goals, which is not that bad from a midfielder. But looking at the formation we do play against Sporting, we played a 3-4-2-1. But recently, our last Premier League game against Leeds, we played a 3-4-3. And I think we did play. And I think in the friendly we had against Nice, we played 3-4-3. And also we got Brentford tomorrow on Boxing Day. So will we play a 3-4-3? I don't know. And I think Pedro Porro, well, I don't know let's see what formation Sporting. Well, Sporting played a 3-4-2-1. So a 3-4-3 could work. Porro could play as a right mid. Well, because you could play, if you look at it, you've got Lloris in goal. And then you'll have the 3 centre-backs. And if we do sign Porro could maybe play where Emerson Royale could play, maybe. Or maybe he could play up front. I don't know, to be honest. But he looks a decent player. So, to be honest, again, I would take him. Okay, then let's speak about third place at the World Cup. And RB Leipzig centre-back, Josko Gvardiol. Or Josko, I don't know how you say it. But yeah, and there is a lot about this man. And Spurs actually want to sign Josko Gvardiol. According to Florian Plettenberg via Sky Germany, Tottenham want to sign Josko Gvardiol from RB Leipzig after showing his ability and potential throughout the entire World Cup campaign, while playing a huge role in Croatia's road to third place, finishing in the prestigious competition. The Bundesliga club are, however, holding a 90 million valuation for the 20-year-old superstar, who has undoubtedly attracted many big names from around Europe, such as the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool and Real Madrid. Despite many other big clubs interested in signing the Croatian centre-back, this does not necessarily put Spurs out of the race for his signature, factoring out of the huge price tag set by RB Leipzig due to the potential lack in game time the youngster would have a deal with as a result of the fierce competition with many other clubs, with 4 or 5 quality players contending to feature in the equivalent position for the starting 11. For example, in Real Madrid, a club that already have the likes of Antonio Rudiger, Eder Militao and David Alaba, have Nacho Fernandes competing for 2 spots at the back. With the prospect of lacking game time being a potential problem for the Croatian international could face if he was to leave his current club, being guaranteed a place in the starting lineup can well become the main element when it comes to having the player decide his next destination beyond Germany. Having seen many rumours these few weeks linking Josko Gvardiol with a move to the Premier League, would you be willing to splash out 90 million for him next year? To be honest, I think 90 million is a bit of an ask. To be fair, Gvardiol, he did absolutely outstanding in the World Cup. I put him in the team in the tournament. I think he did absolutely outstanding for Croatia at the back, so fair play to him. But 90 million pounds. 90 million pounds. I think that is too far. I don't think Gvardiol is worth 90 million. I think from looking what I've seen at the World Cup, what he performs with Croatia, I would say at least about 30 to 40 million, maybe 30 million. 90 million, no. If you're offering 90 million just for a if Leipzig are saying we want 90 million, you can honestly cough, because 90 million, yes, he did outstanding in the World Cup and he's a very good defender for Leipzig, but I don't think he really plays for Leipzig. If he doesn't play for Leipzig, just leave. And look at the clubs that want to sign him. Tottenham, City, Liverpool, Real Madrid. But let's take a look at Man City, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Man City, look at the defenders they've got. Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Cancelo. They even got Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis can play sometimes. He played in the Champions League and he played the other day in the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. future ahead, he could be the next best thing for Man City. Let's look at Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Konate, Nat Phillips, Robertson, Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, Gvardiol. It'll probably be more on the bench maybe at Liverpool because Liverpool have got good defence. Real Madrid, like it said in this, Militao. You got Militao, Alaba, Nacho Fernandez, Antonio Rudiger as well. Again, will Gvardiol get in that Real Madrid team? No. Let's look at Tottenham. To be honest, our defence is absolutely shocking. And Josko Gvardiol, if we can sign Hinakape and Gvardiol, that would be amazing. But again, it would be tough for him to get into the team because we've got starters in that team. We've got Christian Romero, Eric Dyer, Ben Davis. But it's like that left centre-back role, it can rotate sometimes. And maybe if we do sign Gvardiol, or if we do sign Hinakape, or if we just on the other player who I'm going to speak about in a minute, Gvardiol has a chance to get in there. So I think out of those 4 clubs, I'm not being biased, but I think if you think about game time, I think if he comes to Tottenham, he could get game time in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So if Gvardiol doesn't want to come to Tottenham, can we get another centre half, an 18-year-old, yes the lad's 18, Giorgio Scalvini. Now, he currently plays for Atalanta, and according to Interlive IT, Tottenham are strongly considering putting a combined 95 million bid on the table for Atalanta's Giorgio Scalvini and Inter Milan's Alessandro Bastoni. Well, we're not speaking about Bastoni in this video, we could speak about him next video, but, well, yeah. Scalvini, now he is a young defender, he's 18 years old, and I think I have watched him play before. I think I watched Atalanta when they played Roma last season. Now, if we think, let's just take a look. Let's take a look at the lads. So Scalvini, Giorgio, I can't spell. How do you spell his name? G-I-O. There it is. So Giorgio Scalvini, obviously he actually just represents Italy. He played in 2 friendlies. He played against Albania and he played against Austria. And to be fair, he's played a few games for Atalanta. He played 45 minutes against Inter. He played 90 minutes against Napoli, 55 against Napoli, 90 against Lazio, 90 against Sassuolo, 87 against Udinese. So Scalvini, he kind of does start a bit for Atalanta. But will he want to leave though? You know, he's young, he's 19 actually. Oh my god, he has the same birthday as me. Birthday twins, let's go. But yeah, and as well, you know, he can play centre-back. Or, if we don't want Scalvini to play centre-back, it's fine. He can play centre-mid as well. He can go up. He can go up to centre-mid. And to be honest, Scalvini, I know he's young, but do we need a young... But every time we sign a young player, like, I don't know, look at Dane Scarlett, you know. Now, look at what's his face. Look what we did to Jack Clark. He barely played for us, and now he's balling at Albert Sunderland. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't sign Scalvini at the moment. But if he gets better, and if he's like, you know, 23-ish, maybe we have to. But for now, I'm saying no. Okay, then, and the final player we're going to speak about in this video is Adrien Rabiot. Now, according to Gary Jacob, Tottenham want to sign Adrien Rabiot in January following long-standing interest. He would cost about £13 million. Now, again, he's a very good player. He had an outstanding World Cup with France, so put him into the tournament. I think he's absolutely outstanding. And to be honest, I would take him 100%. Rabiot's a fantastic player, balled it out for France and had an absolutely fantastic World Cup. For Juve though, he's not the best at Juve, but like I said, what I saw of him at the World Cup, I'd definitely take him in that Tottenham midfield. I don't know if he can play anywhere else. Let's find out. So he can play left mid, centre mid, and he can play defensive mid as well. So he is a midfielder. He can, well, looking at him, he's more, you could say he's a bit more of a defensive midfielder. And if you look at our midfield, we've got Bentancur, he's a bit more attacking. Højbjerg is our probably Pierre Højbjerg is our only defensive midfielder. Bentancur's a bit more attacking. Skip is just a midfielder. He wants to stay in the middle. So I think if we do sign Rabiot, maybe we could, in that midfield, you could play, if you think about it, if we do, let's say if we sign Hinakape, let's say if we sign Rabiot, Hinakape, Pedro Porro, and Gavaldo, so you can play this. You can play Lloris in goal, Romero, Gavaldo, Hinakape, Pedro Porro, Bentancur, Rabiot or Højbjerg, and then you can play Perisic, and then you got Richarlison or Kulusevski, Kane, Son. That could work maybe, I don't know. But that's just what I'm not saying, oh, let's play that. I'm just giving a suggestion. But Rabiot has played 11 matches for Juventus this season. He's scored 3 goals and he's got 2 assists. So he looks a decent player. He's right-footed. And to be fair, well, he is 27 years old. So he's young-ish. He's young/old-ish. But to be honest, whilst he's in France, I would take him 100%. In my opinion, but you know, how much did they say? £13 million. That's a good offer. 13 million. I would take that. I generally would take that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll probably upload this. I don't know. Well, I'm recording this obviously on Christmas Day. It probably won't be out on Boxing Day. I don't know when it's going to be out. But when it's out, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, smash like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next transfer video. Goodbye.